Alright everyone, welcome in Salutations to today's new video project. This is a video that I wanted to create for some time, and after watching a few episodes of Ghost Adventures, basically this video is me calling out Ghost Adventures and any other type of amateur to quote-unquote professional ghost hunters. Now to me, when I put it in quotation marks, is because I don't believe that these so-called professionals are actually what they are. Because otherwise they would know exactly what the hell they're doing. And, unfortunately, these people don't. And I have to say this because I myself, I've dabbled into the occult and alchemy magics, from chaos magic to African voodoo, Santeria, to the left hand or right hand path, and Wiccanism, Luciferianism, Satanism, what have you. And it's sad to me because a lot of the times, 99% of the times, they have absolutely no spiritual knowledge. They are walking in with blindfolds, not literally but metaphorically. And why I say this is because they don't have the necessary protection, if any protection at all. They go into a lot of these abandoned places and they intentionally provoke these spirits to get a rise out of them, to get the unnecessary attention from these spirits. It's never deities, it's always spirits. Poltergeists, spirits, what have you. And they would go in, they would say things like, oh, they've got all these like fancy thousands of dollars of equipment, and this camera in itself is well worth over $1,000, but that's not the point. I mean, you gotta keep it simple. It's not all what it appears to be. It's this glamorization of highly overpriced, expensive camera equipment and technology that is just used primarily for entertainment. And I've done so many ghost hunting videos myself, but we'll get into that. So they get attention from these spirits, and they would often antagonize them. They would, create some sort of, like, by doing that you're creating chaos. They would call out these spirits to activate this doll or the box or what have you, the spirit box or what have you. They'll just turn on lights or what have you. To a degree, I guess that's fine. But then again, you have to ask yourself, like, how did they get to the point where they're at? How did they get the funding to have a hit TV show? It had to come from somewhere. I mean, these people couldn't have just built it from the ground up. Unless if they're that great, but in a lot of unlikely chances that they are not, And they go in, no protection. They would call out and invoke all these spirits, not through ritual means, of course, but by means of provoking them. And the one thing you have to understand about spirits, I myself being a witch practitioner, like I said, I've dabbled in the occult for many years. You have to be one to always, especially these young kids and amateurs who have no idea what they're doing. They would play with the Ouija board, and it's anything but a toy. Alright? If you're a serious practitioner, a lot like myself, I had used it time and time again, not only on myself, but of clients that had paid me through my metaphysical business of mine, that I had done for a while, and that I still do. I used it as a way to open the doors and channeling the gateways of the spiritual world and the physical world. And I've done it always, I cannot stress this enough, always do it with respect, no matter what. Always do it with respect, okay? Do not call spirits names, do not use vulgarity, do not provoke the spirits, okay? And especially, do not sell your soul to demons, spirits, or otherwise. And I myself, I know this for a fact because, you know, like I said, I work between the left hand and a right hand path, okay? So I know what I'm doing. I worked and share a particular relationship with so many demons, archangels, what have you. You never want to offer blood. They are absolutely repulsed by it. And if a demon or whatever were to tell you that, then it's just a spirit in itself disguising itself as one. Come on, you know. Use your head. Protection. My Ouija board, I used it for a lot for tarot card readings, oracle card readings, and like I said, opening doors, you know. It's an instrument, and spirits are not to be perceived as instruments to be subjectified or objectified and vilified and, you know, sit there. Even archangels will actually hurt you if you're disrespectful to them. Okay? Angels, especially archangels. Now, the one thing about these ghost hunters, okay, compared to what I do. Now, what I do, when you could see it from all the times in my past previous videos, I'd always walked in with, now white sage is entry-level protection. It's on a bottom. It's still effective, but it's still at the bottom rank of purification, of exorcism, you know. Now, one little tip from me, and I don't share my rituals, I don't share anything of my knowledge with other people, with anybody, okay? And for this reason is because I leave it up to the interpretation and the will of each individual persons to manifest their own greatness, to manifest their own curiosity, if you will. Not curiosity killed a cat, you know. There's no such thing as of that. Not literally, not metaphorically, but it's a wonderful thing and a complex thing of the human mind in itself to be open-minded, to be inquisitive, you know. And that way it opens doors to the will to learn and discover more things that are hidden, and to open those doors and channel that from within ourselves. Thus, that's one of the aspects when I say expand a consciousness. Well, the greatest, one of the top higher ranks, more like, okay, you know, Hollywood, aka Palo Santo, mugwort, dragon's blood, frankincense and myrrh. That's kind of an intermediate. The number one would be mugwort. I think, in my opinion, mugwort being number one, it stings, but it's truly effective. Solomon seal, you know, what's that one? God, I had it on the tip of my tongue now. Come on, man. Not wormwood. Sweetgrass. Sweetgrass. Sweetgrass is the step up from white sage. Now, if you incorporate white sage with sweetgrass together, that creates a more potent and stronger effect of exorcism, as well as, oh my god, I literally just had it. This is why I hate the summertime, because I focus so much on the heat and I forget everything. Bear with me. Rosemary. Rosemary is a simple, effective, and cheap and easy herb. I mean, a lot of the herbs are cheap and everything, but you could grow it in your own garden. And I just, matter of fact, I just had to take off a couple of branches, tied them together, and dried them out, and I just burned some today. So, rosemary is great. But anyway, back to what I was saying. My Ouija board was manufactured in 1960s. I found it at an antique shop in Arizona. and this was produced in Salem, Massachusetts. So I mean, it's legitimate. I mean, it's legitimate. It's the board that you see in a lot of my videos and a lot of my photographs. Well, and it had some blood stains on it. So to give it and to amplify even more spiritual energy and power into it. So there you go. Anyway, the one thing that I always done was to burn sage, to offer gifts to the deceased, to the dead. And I walk in to do my purpose, my mission. I set forth my goal, manifest it, complete it, and I get out. You know, I spend a little bit of time with the dead, of course. You know, I communicate with them, and I'm always respectful. That's the most important thing, to be respectful. And another thing is that, you know, I don't know, from amateurs to professionals, they make this mistake all the time. All the time. And a lot of things that I wear, that I carry with me, are sacred protection to me. Because you can never be too certain. You know, there could be some, not demons, you don't have to worry about demons or archangels. Oh yes, that's another topic. Spirits with evil, a negative energy. I'm not just talking about the negative energy you find at your school or your work, your house, or what have you. I'm talking about poltergeist evil or malevolent spirits. And that's one thing to me that absolutely drives me crazy, is every other word that comes out of the mouth of the people that do a lot of the ghost hunting and what have you. Now, the misconceptions about demons or daemons, okay? You have to understand that I share a particular relationship with quite a few of them, including one of the top highest ones, Satan and Lucifer. Every other word comes out from these people's mouths. It's offensive. It's unreal to me. They perceive them as evil, malevolent, and they're out to kill you. Okay? That's their words, not mine. It's almost like every word that comes out of their mouth, every time they have a paranormal experience, metaphysical experience with the paranormal, with spirits and ghosts, they say, it's a demon. It's a demon. Wait, that doll's possessed. That doll's moving. Oh God, it's a demon. It's a fairy. It's one of us starseeds. It's one of us aliens come down to probe everyone and, you know, abduct everyone and take them off into the outer space. Demons. Everything's evil. Every effing word comes out of your mouth is evil. Evil this, evil that. No, I tell you, in my previous video, entitled as Lucifer is in all of us, essentially, human beings in themselves are capable of one of the truest of evils. Okay? And this is why I don't trust the living. I work more primarily with the dead, and I share a relationship with the dead for this particular reason. And not to saying that the devil is inside of all of us, like Lucifer is in all of us. No, it's the concept. It's the human misconception, preconceived notions of demons, of Lucifer, that exists in every single one of us. The evil, the negative, the evil traits and intentions that lies deep, buried within each and every one of us, is evil. Okay? Demons and archangels are here to assist with, and especially if you're a starseed, they are here to assist mankind's progression towards an ascension of awakening. And it's their appearance is only demonic, okay? But in retrospect, especially Beelzebub, you know, he is perceived as this. He had an immense, powerful energy, one of the most strongest energy I've ever felt in my life. And anyway, demons help you so much with your own personal life. The left-hand path in itself is a way to siphon out the negative energies out from the characteristics and imperfections out from your physical human vessel and replace it with something greater than yourself. Greatness, okay? And there's so much misconceptions about, oh my God, especially the, man, I just shake my head every time I think about, you know, every time I look at that on the TV, Ghost Adventures, you know, I just shake my head. I just can't do it, you know. And how ridiculous! Like they're literally misleading the mass populace of people. They're not helping other people. They're actually misleading them, and it's disgusting. It's unreal to me, and it's not right. First and foremost, demons are here to assist you, and archangels and spirits are here on this physical plane and spiritual plane to helping all of us, not just mankind in itself, but everyone equally, at least for those who invoke upon them. And if you are knowledgeable, you play your cards right, you protect yourself, and do not ever be disrespectful to spirits, because they will get you. I'll promise you that. They will make your life a living hell. And I've only heard this from outside sources. I have never personally experienced it myself, because I have logic, I have intellect, I have common sense to not do those things, you know. But anyway, that's all I gotta say for now. And these people are doing everything absolutely wrong, and especially some of the people that had taken and vandalized things from abandoned places and different properties, and especially this one woman I seen on TV. She'd just taken one pebble, one little rock, okay, one small little rock. Like if I could find one around here, I would show you. But anyway, you get the idea. One small little pebble, and she was cursed. I mean, there's no joke, you know. She was haunted. Things were thrown around everywhere. Oh my God. Lord help us. But anyway, the left hand and right hand path are meant to be there to helping you. Anyway, my name is Cody Gremlin. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, share, hit that bell for notifications, share this channel with the world, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Hit that bell for notifications. Support this channel through my Patreon. Give this video a like.